With over 700 chapters of manga and anime episodes, Naruto established itself as one of Japan's biggest shows in the anime genre. And as the chapters now close, it is time to examine the emotional moments in the series that had the greatest impact on viewers and made fans fall in love with Masashi Kishimoto's fictional character in the first place. From devastating backstories, brutal character deaths, breathtaking cruelty, and miserable life circumstances, the legendary Naruto franchise contains a huge number of highly emotional scenes that will make you cry. So get your tissues ready as we look at the chronicles of the 10 emotional moments in Naruto. Number 10. Obito witnesses Rin's death. When a young man turns from being optimistic and helping old ladies cross the street to World War criminals with a pool of blood on his hands, something terrible must have happened. Usually, love is to be blamed, as the ongoing attraction Obito had for his teammate, Rin gradually ripples into jealousy for their cooler teammate, Kakashi. Tragedy befell the trio. Crushed under a rock, Obito was presumed dead, but the young lad was spending time recovering in the custody of Madara Uchiha. As the mission turned awry, Obito discovered his old friends Rin and Kakashi are in trouble and rushed to help, only to discover Kakashi's bloody hand piercing Rin's chest. The scene is not only emotional in itself, it is heartbreaking, as it was later revealed that Rin deliberately pierces herself on Kakashi's arm after being turned into a Jinchuriki. Number 9. Celebration after pain. The fight between Naruto and Pain in the wake of Konoha's destruction is epic in itself, and the conclusion was suitably emotional. In the first episode of the Naruto series, the young protagonist was much of an outsider, shunned by most of the villagers for his troublesome attitude as a Jinchuriki. The coldness played out in Naruto Shippuden, as Naruto continued to work hard at becoming a ninja and building bonds with others. Interestingly, the story ended in an uplifting and joyful conclusion when Naruto saved the villagers from evil villain Pain, and the amassed population gathered around to cheer his name and hoist him on their shoulders. The scene eventually vindicates the suffering Naruto experienced during his childhood, and a huge milestone on his character journey. Number 8. Itachi slaughters his parents. Emotional outburst perhaps wasn't the first thing viewers felt when they first witnessed the scene in which Itachi murders every member of the Uchiha clan. Though dramatic, brutal, and scary, but not overly emotive in the real sense. The impact of the scene only became clear when the full context of these events was unveiled. It transpired that Itachi had been forced to slaughter his own clan in order to avoid a full-scale civil war and to protect the life of his beloved brother. Performing the crime took a huge toll on Itachi, and the image of him standing over his parents with a blade crying his eyes out while his mother and father patiently await their demise is as haunting as anything else in the series. Number 7. Minato's final farewell. Think the battle against the final villain Kaguya was heartbreaking? Well, you may have to think again, because the Naruto Shippuden scene had a more emotional moment to wrap up the drama in the final stages. With the reincarnation technique from Edo Tensei, Naruto had been given a chance to fight alongside his father, Minato. But then the time arrived when that jutsu would come to an end, and for Minato to get back to the afterlife. This final farewell between Minato and son is nothing but an emotional moment. From Minato wishing his son happy birthday to Naruto imitating his mother's quote, the scene is filled with a soul-crushing moment, and the fact that viewers were aware of this upcoming scene doesn't soften the feeling one bit. Number 6. Hinata confesses her love. When it got to who Naruto would finally engage with in the final episode of the series, fans were of two opinions between Sakura, Naruto's crush from the beginning, and Hinata, the skittish girl who had a secret crush on Naruto, but never was able to summon the courage to tell him her feelings. However, it all changed as Naruto fought against Pain. Brutally beaten and outmatched, Hinata took a brave stand by declaring her love for him as she tried to protect him. Though a shocking revelation for Naruto, the whole scenario was basically ignored within the battle's aftermath. Finally, the two eventually got together in Naruto and went on to have 2 kids in the last series. Though Naruto was exceptionally busy with his duties as the Hokage, Hinata remained supportive as she was in the day against Pain. Number 5. Iruka's opening episode speech. The opening episode of Naruto franchise came with an emotional moment to help draw viewers' attention with a promising depth of intriguing ninja action. Having learned that the trapped nine-tailed fox killed Iruka's parents, viewers perhaps wouldn't expect the academy instructor to be fond of the young ninja anymore. But while faced with his rogue colleague Mizuki, Iruka expressed his deep feelings for Naruto, with the kid's heart melting at their teacher's speech. And the duo might just go on to broaden a good, stronger relationship in the last episode of Shippuden, as Naruto invites Iruka to stand as his father at the wedding ceremony to Hinata. Number 4. The death of Minato and Kushina. Though dead before the series began, Naruto's parents, Kushina and Minato, were the main character in the protagonist's development. With a flashback of their passing on, it's just difficult not to let those tears drop. As the beast Kyuubi was sealed into Kushina's body, it found a way out while giving birth to Naruto. It was set to wreak havoc across the Konoha, and any attempt to reseal it means endangering their own life. Impaled by the beast claw, both parents knew they're going to die, and have no option than to seal the beast into their newborn son. As they perform the seal and prepare for the end, the new parents tearfully tell Naruto all the things they wanted to teach him, ranging from not getting upset if he isn't good at things to avoiding alcohol until he's an adult. They love their new baby, and they're crushed to be leaving him so soon. The scene is all the more painful when you realize it takes years for anyone else to show Naruto some semblance of love. Number 3. Asuma Sarutobi's death. Asuma Sarutobi may have been playing a supporting role in the Naruto franchise. His death had a ripple effect throughout the entire series as he fell victim to the villain's ritual techniques. Luckily, he manages to squeeze in one last cigarette and an emotional speech before departing. His death had a larger effect on Shikamaru, the 11th member in Konoha who had been one of the most laid-back characters in the series. Though unaffected at the beginning, Shikamaru suddenly feels a sense of responsibility for Asuma's widow and young child. Either way, Shikamaru was going to get his revenge on Hidan and fulfill Asuma's will of protecting the next generation. Number 2. Itachi's death. Not many characters could get away with losing their lives in such an emotional state and then getting back to do it over again with a more intense send-off. Then again, Itachi Uchiha isn't most characters. Going on an epic fight with his brother Sasuke, Itachi gave in to a terminal disease that dropped his intimidating facade. At his last moments, Itachi made up with his brother, giving him one last smile and a playful joke before dropping to the ground, leaving his younger sibling in shock. Interestingly, Itachi became one of the many characters revived by the Ito Tensei reincarnation technique, although he manages to sever the technique and stay independent as he teams up with Sasuke to take out Kabuto after the battle on his return to the afterlife. His final speech here is even more heart-melting than it was during his actual death, with Itachi reminding his brother how much he'll always love him. Number 1. Jiraiya's death. While the Naruto narration didn't involve killing main characters, but when it did, the impact was seriously felt. As popular figure with fans, Naruto's godfather and mentor Jiraiya was central to the entire narrative, all thanks to his ongoing search for a child of prophecy that would bring peace to the ninja world. Unfortunately, one of Jiraiya's former students was set to forerun his downfalls as Nagato, under the influence of Tobi, morphed into the villainous Pain. In trying to clean up his own mess, Jiraiya confronted his former pupil, but was overpowered by the power of the Rinnegan, and in an intensely emotional scene, died alone in the rain. The physical beating is brutal enough, but the combination of Jiraiya's final words and a series of poignant flashback scenes that see Jiraiya identify Naruto as his true legacy really opened up fans' tear ducts. And which of the pick on the list opens up your tear duct? Let us know in the comment section below. And if you enjoy this clip, give it a like, smash the red button to subscribe, and the bell button to get notified of our new videos.